It's Katie Lee, and this is Katie Lee on Z103, the podcast, a replay of today's full show. Z103, it's Katie Lee. I can't believe I did it, but I did it at the same time. I'm not this type of person, but at the same time, I kind of want to be. So yesterday, Nix went to the groomers, and it's one of my favorite days because she gets all clean and clipped and bathed and just... She's a whole new puppy after she gets done at the groomers. They do such a great job. She was so soft and fluffy, and she smelled so good and clean last night while we were cuddling on the couch. Well, it was bedtime, and I put her in her kennel, and I was about to get in bed. I'm just like, you know what? This is the only time that you get to do this. So I let her out of her kennel. I got her blanket from the couch, and I put it up on the bed, and I'm just like, all right, come up and sleep with me tonight. And she was so excited. She jumped up and she curled around in her little ball. Next thing I knew, she was right up in my face and snuggled right into my neck. I'm just like, this is only going to last for like maybe a half hour, and then I'm going to push you over to the other side of the bed. But she quite enjoyed sleeping on the bed last night. That's the last time I'm going to let her do it, unless we take her back to the groomer again. But she's a farm dog. She's not a very clean dog, hence why she sleeps in her kennel. And I don't like dirt and stuff in my bed. Okay? That is a very clean place for me. But it was so nice to have a little snuggle fest with her. She has gotten so snuggly lately. The cold weather, all she wants to do is just lay on top of me. And I mean, I'm not going to complain because I like the snuggles too. But last night, so soft, so fluffy, she smelled like coconuts. It smelled amazing. I'm just like, this is a nice change. Can't get used to it, but it was nice. All right, in TV and movie news, apparently there's going to be a Netflix holiday movie that the character inadvertently brings a hunky snowman to life. It's called Hot Frosty. I'm not making that up either. That's weird. All right, well, this was fast. The ABC News special Liam Payne's Final Days hits Hulu today. Okay. Let's see. We also have Golden Bachelorette Joanne Vasos does not agree with Martha Stewart that the guys aren't hot enough. I love that. Let's see. Zayn Malik announced the rescheduled tour dates since he canceled after Liam Payne's death. Where'd the other one go? Oh, with Taylor Swift hitting New Orleans this weekend, a local woman put up a Halloween lawn display featuring Taylor Swift and her SC Eras tour. And Justin Timberlake had to postpone some dates due to bronchitis and laryngitis. All right, that's your 2 o'clock tea here on Z103. I read this and I really thought that this was going to be true. Pepperidge Farm is rebranding Goldfish crackers as Chilean sea bass crackers to make young adults think them as something grown-ups would eat too. Thankfully, they are just limited edition bags that you can get at ChileanSeaBassCrackers.com. You're not going to see them in store. It's not an actual rebrand. Thank goodness. I was about to riot. Z103, it's Katie Lee. If there's one thing I really hate is having to deal with like the online support system, okay? These days, I can actually just use the chat thing that they have usually now. I don't have to give them a call. And it was okay for like 2 seconds, and then they quit talking to me for like a half hour, and I'm just like, I'm not going to sit here and wait for them to come back. And so I exited out of the screen. I didn't really like exit. I just swiped out of the screen, went over to something else, and then I go back 2 seconds later, and they're just like, hello? Sorry, this chat is now inactive because you never responded. I was like, what? I was here for a half hour, and you never responded. What happened to that? Thankfully, I did get the situation resolved, but like, talking online is just as annoying as talking on the phone. Why does it have to be so complicated? And why do we have to make everything robotic and AI and just give me a real person? That's all I want. Give me a real person. Sometimes I love TikTok, but most days it really ticks me up because everybody tells me that I'm doing things wrong. There's a lady on TikTok going viral for claiming that we're using trash bags wrong and that we're supposed to be doing them the other way, that we've been doing them inside out. She says you're supposed to put them on the can like a hat and then push them back down inside. Thankfully, it's not true. We can all do what we've been doing and do whatever we want, okay? As long as the trash goes in the bag and it closes up, I think we're doing it right. Z103, it's Katie Lee. I really need to get myself a waffle maker. Not to actually make waffles, but to make other foods look like waffles. Okay? Another thing that I found on TikTok, it's a TikTok day apparently. There's a girl that had made a bunch of baked potatoes and she had leftovers. She's just like, I don't know what to do with these. Usually my family, we take baked potatoes and we'll make them into we'll shred them, make them into hash browns, which is awesome. It's a great way to do it. But then she grabs her baked potato, cuts it in half, smashes it onto a waffle maker, and she squishes it, turns it into a waffle baked potato, and then she puts like all the things that you would put on a baked potato. And she's like, it's still soft enough to be a baked potato, but it's also a little bit crunchy. And I'm just like, this is amazing. How come we have never thought about this? Basically, we can put anything and everything in a waffle maker, and I will be doing this from now on. I need to go get me a waffle maker. Do they have them at Walmart, and how expensive are they? Because that's where I'll be going today. You've been kidnapped. 2 hours later, you are returned because you can't stop talking about blank. 208-524-1033 or go comment on Facebook at Z103 Idaho. Honestly, everybody already knows this. I would be nonstop talking about my dog because I'd be like, listen, I got to get home. My dog is missing me. She's the most important person, animal, thing in my whole entire life. She's going to be so sad if I don't get home and all of this. And then I'd start telling him about how smart she is and how amazing she is and also about how much of a pain in the butt she is. So that's mine. What about you? 208-524-1033 over on Facebook. I love this one. Emily says, Tangled and how the lantern scene is the best scene ever. Listen, I can totally agree. I do love that scene. Ivy says, what they're doing wrong and trying to correct it. Girl, same. Sarah, Taylor Swift. Absolutely. I would hope so. Let's see. Rhonda would be lecturing them with logic and how they need to make better choices in life. Colette, Grandkids and Rocks. Rocks is always a good choice. Robbie, Lord of the Rings. I feel like most people are going to join in on that conversation. I'm not going to lie. Let's see. There's another one. Where'd it go? I don't know where it went. Anyways, you've been kidnapped. 2 hours later, you're returned because you can't stop talking about blank. 208-524-1033 or on Facebook at Z103 Idaho. I'm not going to lie, I really don't like today's weather. I was not in the mood for this. Like, I wasn't planning on rain and cold and dreary and sad. Most of the time, this is my favorite weather, but today I woke up, Nix went outside, and she looked at me, she's like, nope. So that means I have a wet dog, everything is wet outside, I don't have grass, and so I have mud everywhere, so muddy dog as well. And so no, I don't want to do it. Okay, everybody knows these days that dating sucks. It's terrible. It is absolutely horrible. And so I'm going to give you a little tip that I actually use for first dates to weed out the guys that just aren't worth the time. Okay? It's called the easy out. If you guys are planning to go on a first date, then you need to mention to him, hey, let's have an easy out. Just in case either one of us doesn't vibe with the other and we don't waste our time. Okay? The first sign of this is that if they are cool with the easy out plan, then they are going to be a lot more chill of a human. But if they have an issue with the easy out, then that's the sign that you don't even need to go on the first date. Okay? If they don't want to do the easy out and they're offended by it, that's when you'd be like, just kidding. I don't even want to go on a first date. Bye. So if they agree to the easy out, that's when you'd be like, hey, let's go and do this. But if one of us is not feeling it at any moment, then you just say, hey, sorry, not feeling it, goodbye. Or you both have a code word or something, just something simple so you both know, oh, okay, she's not interested. Something that'll give yourself just a little bit of peace of mind if you don't want to be on the date so you're not stuck on the date. You don't have to call in reinforcements. This way you're both on the same page. I've used the easy out a couple of times, and honestly, it really is nice. It really is. And it just makes you feel a little bit more in control of the situation. And then, like I said, you don't have to sit through 2 hours of a terrible date. So, highly suggest you use the easy out, as long as you're both okay with it. Okay? Give it a try. I could be completely wrong in it, but I like the easy out. For all my Beetlejuice fans out there, Airbnb announced a 3-hour Beetlejuice experience in New Jersey. So there's a 2-story Dietz home was recreated, and fans can visit the attic with the town model and also the afterlife waiting room. Interesting. So, step in there and maybe you'll find yourself saying Beetlejuice names 3 times. Z103, it's Katie Lee. I did something and now I can't get it out of my head. So I ordered a blonde bob wig with bangs from Amazon because I'm going to be one of the Hex girls for Halloween. And now I really want to chop my hair off and go blonde with bangs. Basically, I want a blonde bob with bangs. But at the same time, last time I had short hair was 8th grade, and I stuck my head in the locker and I bawled my eyes out. Okay? Granted, my hair does grow really fast, but at the same time, I've always had long hair. I love my long hair, but it's a pain in the butt sometimes. And also, I have naturally curly hair, and I'm really scared that if I turn my hair into like a short bob or maybe even a long bob, I'd have an afro. But I'm not going to lie. The wig looked really good, like the color, the cut, and everything. Maybe I'll just get bangs or something. I really hope my hair girl isn't listening right now because she's going to murder me once I tell her this. But I really want to chop my hair. I've wanted to chop my hair off for so long, but I know so many people would be so mad at me. Also, I don't care if they're mad at me, but this is just me trying to figure out, am I going to like it? Am I going to hate it? Because I will not be able to put my hair up in a ponytail. Yeah. Do I chop it off? Do I go chop it, go all blonde? Or just chop it? I don't know. I'm a little worried that if I chop my hair, I'm going to look way too much like my sisters because they both have short hair. Oh, I think the other one. Does she have short hair? I don't remember. Anyways, my long hair has just been my staple piece of my whole life. Maybe I'll just get purple hair again. I really want to chop it off. I really hope my hair girl doesn't murder me. If you guys don't hear from me in the next couple of days, then it definitely was her because we have taken a long time to get to the point of where my hair is at, happy and healthy, but now... I don't even care if we don't catch these people. I just want to know why. So Canada has a situation that I never thought I'd hear about. They're dealing with a butter thievery syndicate, okay? Primarily operating in Ontario. So over the past week, there were 2 large butter thefts from different grocery stores. I'm not making this up. And it's not just like a couple of packs, like hidden in your coat. No. 2 men got away with several cases of butter. The first theft was valued at $936. The second, $958. Okay? Yeah. $900 worth of butter. No, over that. $2,000 worth of butter. I rounded up. They got away with it by loading all the butter into a cart and then sneaking out through the back of the store. And then I guess there have been 7 large-scale butter thefts in the last 10 months. Nobody knows if all the incidents are related, but I'm pretty sure that they're related. I don't even care if these people aren't even caught. I just want to know, why all the butter? What is the point of it? There's got to be something. Is it a Dr. Doofenshmirtz situation, or I don't know? Help me out here. Why do we need all this butter? There you go. That's your daily dummy. Except they're not that dumb because they got away. Just why butter? Z103, it's Katie Lee, and I'm out of here for the day, my friends. Hope you have a great rest of your evening. Y'all stay safe, stay legit, be awesome, and I will see you back here tomorrow. Bye. Thanks for listening to Katie Lee on Z103, the podcast. If you enjoyed the show, please share, subscribe, and rate the podcast. Katie Lee on Z103 is hosted by Katie Lee and is a production of Riverbend Media Group. For more information or to contact the show, visit riverbendmediagroup.com.